In the last video, I told you guys that I have decided to completely strip apart the Road Glide and redo a bunch of things to the bike. One of the main things that was holding back the look that I was going for is the chopped engine guard. Many of you know most of the touring bikes come with a big old goofy looking engine guard, and then lately, the past couple years, they started putting the chopped engine guard on the touring bikes, which looks a lot better, but still just looks too generic to me. Today, we are changing the engine guard and we are going with a Santoro Fabworx engine guard. I'm super excited. Let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? My name is Miles. Welcome back to the channel. Somehow you hit the like button, you subscribed, you saw this video, you clicked on it, now you're here with me, you're back. We're together right now, and I really appreciate you. If you're new to my channel, go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe so you can be a returning viewer too. In this video, we are going to be doing the Not Your Daddy's Bagger engine guard crash bar installation from Santoro Fabworx. I've been waiting for this for a long time. As many of you know, my bike's been torn down. I've been waiting on parts. Parts have arrived, and I have started to put things back together. I can't show you the front of the bike because I will go ahead and tell you right now, I've changed the headlight setup. So I'm not gonna show you that yet, but we're going to do an install of this engine guard. I've got the chopped engine guard on the bike. I've already kind of started to disassemble it. I took some screws out. As many of you know as well, I have the chin spoiler. So this engine guard is going to be for those of you that have the CVO style chin spoiler for the Rushmore style, body style Road Glides. I wanted a crash bar that looked really aggressive, really sporty, that would fit with the chin spoiler. That was the biggest thing. I was looking around, you know, Harley's got those new engine guards that look like they have skateboard wheels on them and whatnot. They kind of took that idea from like aftermarket companies like Santoro. I went ahead and got me the Santoro Fabworx engine guard. I've been waiting to put this on. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too complicated. 4 screws maybe, it looks like, and it should get on there. You've got a couple different options with Santoro Fabworx as far as like the sliders and everything like that. We're gonna kind of go over that. I've got everything laid out here on the desk, on the workbench, and we're gonna kind of open everything up, take a closer look at it on the workbench here. It doesn't look too difficult. Excited to put this on the bike, and you know, for those of you that are purchasing this item, hopefully this video will give you a better idea of how to install it on your bike. All right, I've got everything laid out on the workbench here. What we're looking at is the Not Yo Daddy CVO spoiler Road Glide crash bar from Santoro Fabworx here, and we have chosen the black crash bar. I went ahead and candy red extreme nacho, so I just did no. Actually, at extreme cachos, I said no, and then what we did was we went in here and we ordered the Cadillac crash bar wheels. This is what we got here on the table. I've got a nice red accent. I told you guys I'm going to be doing an accent color on the bike, and that looks pretty awesome. You can also get these wheels in red, which I was thinking about doing, and I may do that still, but we're just going to be doing the red Cadillac wheels with the engine guard here. So let me go ahead and open this stuff up for you. Some nice stickers, of course. We're going to put this sticker on the engine guard like that somewhere. Here's your sliders. I'm not sure if we're going to use these in conjunction with the Cadillac wheels or how this is actually going to work quite yet. The kit is going to come with some kind of spacers and screws. I'm not sure what that is. And it looks like there's your mounting hardware right there. 4 screws, some washers. So that's nice. They give you some replacement hardware. All right, here we go. We got the wheel here. This is badass, you guys. This is this is sweet. Not sure how it's going to mount on here quite yet. I don't think that we're going to be using these. I think we're just going to be using the wheels here. Alright, so like I said, I already started to disassemble the stock engine guard. I've got the top 2 screws from out here already off. Then you've just got these 2 screws. You've just got these 2 screws right here, and on this other side, same place, right near the footboards. I've already folded up the footboards to kind of just get them out of the way. And we're gonna go ahead and take these off and get the stock engine guard off the bike. One other thing that I want to note is that I did take the fender. Oh, look at it. There it goes. Just fell. I took the fender off, and that is specifically why I took the fender off, because the engine guard is going to fall, and obviously it would have nicked up the fender, and that would have sucked. I would have cried. I probably would have cried for at least 2 hours, and it would have been a sad time. But luckily, you know, I'm learning. I'm not a complete idiot. I'm learning, and I took the fender off. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is take your fender off, okay, so you don't damage it. We're gonna go ahead and continue to take the mounts off here. Boom. Like I said, you got one more over here. That's it. Engine guard is off. Pretty easy to get the engine guard off. 4 screws, that's it. I do have a helmet lock on here, which kind of sucks because I want to use it and I don't know where I'm going to put it now. Also, doing this is going to kind of eliminate the possibility of having some highway pegs, and so you're kind of compromising a little bit, compromising functionality for style right now. But you know, I really didn't use the highway pegs too much. I used them every now and then, so I'm not too worried about it. And just looking back, looking at the bike with this engine guard on it and the highway peg mounts on there, it just looked so like grandpa style. Like it just looked peepaw. Oh God. Ew, Grandpa, you sharted. Oh. You know, it just didn't look like a sport touring Harley-Davidson. It didn't look like a King of the Baggers bike. It did not look like a performance bagger, and it doesn't. So that is why we're changing this, to give it some style. And obviously, if the bike falls over, it's going to be protected. I do plan on doing the rear saddlebag guards as well in the future, but I wanted to get this on and see how it looked first. So we've got the old one off. Let's mount up the new one. I am going to take this time to give a huge shout out to my people right here, Beyond Riders. If you guys are looking for some protective riding gear, look no further. Beyond Riders has got you covered. Use my code at checkout and you'll get a discount. My code is put miles on it. It's not that original, but hey, if you're getting some riding gear, go check them out. They've got pants, jackets, hoodies. I mean, you name it, they've got it. Use my code and get yourself a nice little discount right there. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna put some blue Loctite on the hardware that they've provided. Here are the stock screws, and here are the screws that they've provided here. We're gonna put some blue Loctite on them. Just a nice little dibble here. I'm running low on the blue Loctite, but we want to get these, you know, just in case they vibrate, and we don't want them to come come loose now, don't we? We don't. Before we install it, this is a good time to get in here and clean up some stuff that you can't normally reach if you have the engine guard on. So I'm gonna wipe some stuff down here.
That's it, boy. Get in there nice and deep like.
Since I have access to it, we're gonna go ahead and clean it up a little bit. Here, this, kind of loosely finger tighten. These bottom two. Ooh. Okay. So now I see what the spacers are for. So there's some spacers with the kit. So there's not really any instructions for this kit, but after trying to install it with those 2 screws, it doesn't look like it's going to work. And it looks like I'm going to have to use these screws that they've provided with these spacers. I'm going to go ahead and put some blue Loctite on these as well. The only thing is, I don't know which side is what. So I don't know if we're going to be using the smaller spacer for the left side or the right side. So we're just going to have to trial by fire right here. We're just going to have to put them in and find out. All right, I'm putting the small spacer on the left side of the bike if you're in the rider's position, and we're going to do the big spacer on the other side, over on the other side. Okay, I can confirm bigger spacer is going to be on the right side. If you're sitting on the bike, smaller spacer is going to be on the left side. If you're sitting on the bike, you kind of got to line this up and kind of just finagle it, go back and forth to each side so you got them lined up, and then finger tighten them so they're not going anywhere. Now we're putting the 2 screws at the top here, and you kind of got to move the chin spoiler to the side a little bit. There's a little screw right here on the chin spoiler where you got to push to the side. I only loosened this up a little bit so we can move it around, but once you move it to the side, you can push this back, and you can see that I'm getting up in there now, and I'm able to tighten that bracket down right there. I'm going to take back what I said earlier. There are installation instructions. If you just scan this right here, you can get some installation instructions, but hopefully this video will help you out. I'm kind of just winging it. We've got the engine guard on the bike now. Already looks 10 times better. I've tightened everything up. We're going to go ahead and take these off at the end here so we can install the Cadillac wheels. I am gonna throw these stickers somewhere on the engine guard to rep the brand. Santoro Fabworx, you guys kick ass. All right, not too difficult of an installation. Maybe took me an hour, 4 screws. You guys, really the hardest part is lining it up, getting the spacers right. Bike looks already 10 times better. Looks really rad. I really like how it looks, and I'm glad I could find something that worked with the chin spoiler, because I did not want to compromise losing the CVO chin spoiler. So that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. Not Yo Daddy CVO crash bar from Santoro Fabworx. Check it out, easy installation, looks good. Stay tuned, hit the like button, subscribe. The next couple videos, we're gonna be doing some more parts. We're gonna be changing some of the controls, the floorboards, getting rid of a lot of this bronze. You guys, the bike's slowly coming back together. Slowly coming back together. We still have a long ways to go until I feel happy about it, but I'm liking how it looks, and I hope you are too. I hope this video helped you guys out. My name is Miles. Ride fast, take chances. put skateboard wheels on your Harley-Davidson. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.